this is Laura, and welcome to an intuitive art piece. For this one, I did a reading for the client, and usually it depends on how much they have to say as to what the art piece is going to be about. Also, the size as well determines it. For this one, if you haven't noticed, there is a giant heart in the center here. And so the key theme is about opening your heart to love, to new experiences, meeting new people, trying something different. And this is also about not protecting your heart so much, wearing a shield. Okay? And the main message I got is about opening your heart more to feel your emotions and heal. Sometimes we can go through experiences through our childhood or current relationships where it's like we can unconsciously attract energy that can be toxic to us. So an example would be you grew up in a family where they didn't love you enough or didn't give you the support. And then so you go through a cycle of having to defend yourself and creating this layer of, okay, I really am ready for battle in every scenario, because you end up having this as kind of like a part of your energetic blueprint, where you're attracting these types of, it could be sometimes narcissistic type of people, abusers, neglectful people. And this one is all about, okay, you do want to, like if you're a spiritual person, we always protect our body and mind, okay? But this is about opening your heart to be in your authenticity and show who you really are. We're changing a negative pattern of attracting battles and relationships and always having to fight or stick up for yourself, to something of attracting pure love, joy, bliss, and people that want to be with us, want to love us, want to give us all they've got. Okay? And so we have Archangel Raphael here, and I wrote a little bit of things in here that it has like healing and emotions, things of that nature. And this, I put in the Angel Reiki symbol from Georges Milanis. Sometimes I'll put his symbols in there. She is attuned to Reiki, so she can utilize these in her everyday life if she wants. Write them down before she goes to bed, visualize them, place them in her heart center, things of that nature. And so I put it inside of his wing. This one is emotional healing. Okay, that's a symbol for that. And then over in the left bottom corner, we have relationship healing. So she can utilize these to help herself when she gets stuck and things of that nature. And then sometimes it takes a while to shift, like attracting that type of people or energy. And from what they're suggesting is that every time she gets in a situation where somebody is disrespecting her, somebody's doing something, okay, before getting ready for battle, or like talking to them, trying to get them to be accountable, things of that nature, they're suggesting that she stop and go within. Okay, is this a situation? Sometimes the battle's not worth fighting. Sometimes it's about taking space from it to regroup and then see how you can turn it into something positive. If you're trying to change that type of pattern, you have to disrupt the pattern and stop doing knee-gut reactions. So they gave her this. This is something that she can repeat for any type of situation, problem. And anybody, if you're watching, this resonates for you, feel free to use this. I just know this challenge is turning into a miracle and blessing for me now. And I'll give you an example of how I have used this phrase. It's been when I've had a challenging time with another person. I didn't know how to deal with it. I also have used it when I've had like a psychic attack or weird energy coming at me. And I'm very sensitive, so I will feel the energy change into something lighter. Okay? And if you use this on a regular basis, it will build up energetically. It will be your go-to. And then it's like, okay, instead of me having to do things this way, I found a different way. And by working with this client, I've also given her other ideas and ways of handling when something comes up. Okay? So she can turn that energy around. And, you know, she's a teacher, so she works with kids. So they decided, okay, put some kids in there. And these are some little angels. We have a cherub that focuses on love that she can bring in also. They suggest meditating with divine love, bringing that in. Self-love exercises like mirror work, looking in the mirror in your left or right eye. So you want to do it for one or the other, not both. And say, I love you 10 times. If you do it for over a month or so, you'll start seeing certain things within you shift, because there's a lot of energy that gets brought into the situation to turn it into, again, something different. Now, for this little girl has trust. So these are the key concepts she has to work on. Trusting other people, opening her heart to trust. And by her opening her heart, she'll be able to know who is the good guy, who's the bad guy, who's really there for her, rather than just everyone is bad or everything's a battle. Okay? And then we have inner child. So this is her inner child. And we have playfulness, fun, imagination, getting outside of her comfort zone, doing things. Sometimes with women, we can get so enmeshed in our families that we don't have any alone time, or we don't do enough for ourselves. And in relationships, to have a healthy balance, we all need our alone time. We need, like partners need their own hobbies and goals outside of their situation, okay? Now, this angel is bringing in the energy of surrender, okay? So sometimes it's like we want to control or fight back. Okay, is this really a scenario where I need to do that? Now, we're not talking about a situation where she's in traffic and somebody cuts her off and she yells at them, okay? We're talking about where it's everyday situations with people that she's been around with for years, okay? We're changing that dynamic, okay? Not just randomly getting mad because of something weird happening in traffic or, you know, while you're at the grocery store. You know, but you could use that concept also. You know, for example, you get in a fight with somebody in line at the grocery store. You can utilize that and send love to the situation and diffuse it, turn it into something better. Now, he has joy on him. So we have joy, surrender, inner child, trust, and then the cherubs bringing in love. So that can be self-love, self-care. I'm putting myself first. I'm taking care of me first. Then I have more to give to others later. Okay. We also have, so the different colors right up here is the earth. So they said this is a reminder that she is a light worker type of person. She has a mission for the earth. And they said there's more for her to discover within. And so once she overcomes this particular challenge with the heart center, or always protecting the heart, she's going to develop into something more, and that's where we see the rainbow. This is her heart, and then the rainbow is all these different positive things emanating from the heart. She's going to create a lot more, be of more service to herself and others. She'll be in alignment with her dreams and balancing the giving and receiving energy within herself so that this isn't going to be an issue anymore. Okay? Now, I'm going to look at some of the chakra colors that we have. And these are the areas she wants that she'll need to balance on a regular basis. We have the root chakra at the base of the spine for her safety needs, feeling grounded. We have the solar plexus area for her mental energy, her beliefs about herself, other people, giving more power to other people, not wasting time on people that aren't giving her the same respect and care. And then we have the brow chakra, so the third eye. And this is about clairvoyance, her choices. This also could be about dealing with unresolved feelings from the past as well. So like her intuitive gifts, focusing on service. And then we have the orange, which is the sacral chakra. So this is her emotional needs and her boundaries, okay? Letting go, finding new things in life, new joy. She's getting to where a lot of her kids are grown up. So it's like, what is the next chapter for me? She might always have a little buddy with her. So I feel like this is one of her daughters. So she might always have a little buddy with her. But yet she can still go achieve and do anything that she wants. Okay? And with that, I'm going to go ahead and stop here. If you would like to get one, right now my shop is 25% off. There is a waiting list. And so just know that it can take a little while. I do the reading first, and then I work on everybody in order. And so there may be a period of time to wait before you get the art piece, but you always get a video with it. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'll put the link in the description, and take care.